They often say, don't they, that the test of a good marriage is, of course, when a crisis hits. And when you look back, say, at royal marriages in history, you can understand exactly, say, how Queen Victoria totally relied on Prince Albert, a little older, wiser, and maybe, some people say, a lot calmer. Then, of course, Queen Victoria, very young, impetuous, wanted her own way, and mainly got it. After all, she was the Queen, Queen Victoria, right? Fast forward a few years and you have Wallis Simpson with another royal baby, some people might suggest, Edward. And he wanted his own way at every single opportunity, and she apparently calmed him down on every single opportunity also. Changed the remit, the plot as it were. What's fascinating though in this world that we now live in, the 21st century world, is also when you look at, say, Harry and Meghan, well, they seem a couple at odds. And now more than ever, seemingly according to well-placed sources, Harry not only is very, very, very concerned about his own mental health well-being, but more importantly wondering where it's truly all gone wrong. Some people suggest even worse, that he's finally about to reach breaking point. Let me explain. Morning, good to see you, chums. How are you? You all right? Beautiful, isn't it, this? Just beautiful. I wanted to just stay here a little longer, just so that I could show you. I think it's marvellous. Yes, it makes life worth living, doesn't it? I'm glad you were drinking. Well, I'd get my flask out. We'd have a toast if I could, yes. I know somebody said to me the other day, I was out and about, and they said, "Oh, Neil, you really do have a flask." I tell the truth, chums, I've got a flask. I don't mind occasionally going into a coffee shop, if, but you know what I mean? It has to be, I just think, what a waste of money. Get a flask. You will save money. That's the deal, isn't it? People like that. So, I'm sorry, I'm just trying to find a better light for you. You will save money, and that's the deal, isn't it? That's what you want to do. It is about saving cash. Who can afford it in this cost of living stuff? Why would you pay nearly £5 for a coffee? Don't get it. Let's get back to your royal story of the day. It's turning very problematic on a huge scale. You see, what you have to think about with somebody like Prince Harry is he's a very delicate flower, and the bottom line is needs a lot of, encouragement, coaxing, and as you can see, a mother figure. Many people suggest that this was, of course, the role that Meghan Markle played. And I've mentioned this before, if you remember. I said, look, the day that he turned up on his wedding day and he saw her turning up and she looked at him, it almost looked like his mummy had finally arrived, somebody to finally look after him. Or that's what he thought, right? Now, the bigger picture, really, on a more serious note, is where does he go from here with this recent disaster regarding the charitable, problem that he has? And this is truly not going away. But according to sources working very close to Prince Harry, he's very much on the edge, something that apparently has been reiterated back to His Majesty the King, King Charles. Now, as you know, Charles is battling his own problems as well, not being in the best of health. But Harry, you see, very vocally has therapy most days, has most meetings. People don't know that. And apparently, this can work for some, can't work for others. But the bigger picture is this, you see, that while Meghan Markle claims that they're the best of chums and everything's rosy and perfect in the marriage, according to many sources who went through those Montecito doors, while he's very much sweet, kind and, wanting to please, she's a totally different character behind the scenes, as one can imagine. The bigger picture for Harry now, though, is apparently he's floundering, doesn't know which way to turn, basically looking for somebody to give him some direction. And what he's finding is that the people that are giving him direction are the people, as ever, allegedly, that are on the payroll. And they're not always, of course, the people that you can necessarily trust. They have a vested interest. The vast difference, of course, when you were part of the monarchy, was that they were part of a bigger machine that had been there many years, that knew a lot about crisis management. On a more serious note, whatever people think, nobody wants to wish any ill health or bad wishes to anybody. But I've been told that Harry literally is falling apart behind the scenes. Of course, outwardly, when he comes out finally, he will no doubt get it together. But inwardly, this has knocked him for six. And this is not just something that's come out the wood. It's literally been building for months. And as you can imagine, when he's put on a brave face, and even recently with a thinly veiled attack on the President of the United States, Donald Trump, seemingly there's still some fight there. But as a source told me, for how much longer? Worrying times, literally, for everybody concerned attached to this debacle. Neil Sean, Hyde Park, London.